do when the tenant hasn't paid the rent and I still need to pay the mortgage? It's important to remember there are procedures which must be followed. Firstly, the landlord wants the tenant to remain in the property but pay rent arrears. If all the outstanding rent is not paid within the 14 days, the landlord can then issue a Form 1A, a notice of termination for non-payment of rent. The second option for the landlord is they don't want the tenant to remain in the premises because of the continual breaches. Then one day after the rent should have been paid, they can issue a Form 1B, a notice of termination for non-payment of rent to the tenant. Please be aware, these notices must be given in the correct way with the correct notice periods. Regardless of which option a landlord chooses, a tenant cannot be forced out of the property without a court order ending the agreement, and under no circumstances does the law allow the landlord to seize a tenant's belongings instead of rent owed. If you're receiving pressure from your bank in regards to late mortgage payments because the tenant hasn't paid the rent, communication with the bank is always paramount. Having a professional property manager will always work in your favour in these circumstances and will minimise the stress in the situation. For a free copy of our webbook titled Avoid the Tenant from Hell, 7 Keys to Reliable Long-Term Tenants, fill in your details below and you'll receive it instantly.